Mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2. I think everybody can hear me now, man. What's happening? Y'all, it's your boy Ruck in the building. Welcome to the Sunday show. Y'all know what to do, man. Like let me catch my words together. Y'all know what to do. It's the top of the show. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, man, right now so you never miss a show. Somebody let me know if y'all can hear me. Go ahead and put that in the chat. Had a couple technical difficulties to start, but it's all good. We 2 minutes in. We got a long way to go. So Apple and Spotify, what's up? It is Monday for you guys. If nobody knows what's going on today on a Sunday, the college football playoff rankings, the field has been completely set, and Tennessee has got everything that we deserved. I think we still deserve the home game, but I understand the reason that it did not happen, and I'm fine with that. I don't think that that's something we need to be upset about. I don't think that's something we need to be mad about, because guess what? You got an opportunity to go on the road against a team that's beat down and obviously cannot stop the run, and that's what we do best at this time. But everything's looking like it's starting to click for Tennessee, and you get to go to Columbus, Ohio, and face off against the Ohio State Buckeyes on December 24th to December 21st, night game. Ohio State don't get many night games. We played a lot of night games in 2024, and this is just another one to add to the list. I'm when the rankings came out, I didn't, at first I was like, I don't know where we're gonna land. I don't know where we're gonna be. But I did feel like we would have a great opportunity. And based off of last week, the College Football Playoff Committee proved that they weren't really changing much as far as where they put people and how they move them. And so, turn, what's up, baby boy?
What up, my boy? What up, my boy?
Man, listen, I started the show. This is what happens when I don't have somebody with me. Started the show and realized that I was muted for the first 2 minutes. Nobody told me I couldn't hear you. And then my boy Dylan put it in the chat. Hey, bro, ain't no sound. Oh, appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Nice.
But man, just talking about what I was just saying, I think the committee had proven over the last couple of weeks that they weren't going to do a lot of things that would be drastic. And as much as I thought the playoff field would change significantly from week 12 to now, it didn't. And the biggest news, I think, is that the committee truly proved with this final ranking that they valued the column to the right, which is the loss column, because Alabama did not get in. They took a SMU team who played in their conference championship and lost by 3, like I figured they would. There was no piece of me that really thought Bama would stay in this thing, bro. How do you feel about the rankings? Did you feel like they got it on? Did they hit the nail on the head? Or are you like, there's no way Miami should be out of this?
No, I think they hit it on the head. I don't disagree with any of it. I mean, I agree. Bama. I like what they did, and that's what I was hoping that they would do with Bama. And I'm not saying that because it's Bama. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying if South Carolina would have been there, if South Carolina would have been the 11th seed, if Miami was the 11th seed, if that is one good thing. The college football committee, they stuck to their word when they said, if you're in the conference championship, it's not going to affect. I mean, of course they dropped a bunch, but they're still in.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I don't think you can punish a team. But I mean, you sit here and say that, but like, to be real, they put SMU at 11. I mean, you can't sit here and talk about the what ifs because we're talking about what it is. But
yeah,
do you really think they would have kept Boise in if Boise would have lost to UNLV?
It's tough to say, right? Because it was a conference championship game.
Yeah, so
But
like
UNLV would have gotten in somewhere,
they got a 12 seed,
which is crazy.
Yeah, for sure. But I think they hit it on the nail, man. I mean, you can't. They didn't change, honestly, really much at all, except for the SMU thing. And then you had a couple flip flops with Texas and Georgia.
Yep.
And I mean, that's it. You know what I mean? So you can't really punt. If I was anxious to see if they were going to stick to their word and say we're not going to punish teams for conference championships. Now, they did say they're going to look at, how you won and how you lost the conference championship. You know what I mean? So, like, go
Shout out to
ahead,
Adrian real quick, man, for the $10 super chat. He says Jermod McCoy and Ricky Gibson better have their best game going against NFL wide receivers. I still got us winning, dominating their O-line. We'll have plenty of Ohio State scout next week. Obviously, is game week, and so next Monday we'll have our Who is Ohio State show. We'll dive in all to Ohio State. Give us an entire week to watch them. We know who they are. Ryan Day has struggled in the biggest games. Hasn't won of the biggest games since he's been at Ohio State. We'll talk about it though. But yeah, that matchup between Jeremiah Smith, Jermod McCoy, Emeka Egbuka, and Ricky Gibson, that's one to get your eyes on. But the honest truth is, Will Howard isn't that good, in my opinion. Quarterback.
Yeah, and I mean, I was surprised we got the 8:00 game. I'm gonna be real.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah, because I mean, if they know Tennessee fans and they know, I mean, I'm gonna speak for myself, scrambling, trying to do everything I can to be there. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Do everything you can to be there, everything you can to carve out your whole day around this game.
Like I've already booked my room. I don't have tickets, but I've already booked my room.
He's locked. He's locked, y'all. He's locked.
We're gonna find a way because, dude, I kid you not when I say this. As soon as that came out, like where we were going, within like 5 minutes, there were like every hotel that I had, I would click book now, booked. And I'm like,
I would have told you, you need to stay in Hilliard or Dublin. I would have told you. I know a little bit about Columbus, Ohio.
We finally found one though. Am I froze?
You are froze. Just leave and come back. Let's see what my man Dylan Elam says. It says it's gonna be a trench game, cold weather, and defense travels, low scoring rock fight. Dylan, let me ask you this since you're in the chat right now. Do you have a feeling that this will look a lot like the Ohio State and Michigan game? Do you think that it's going to be that kind of neck and neck battle? Or do you think like it's going to be first team to 20? I don't know. I just don't think Ohio State's that good. I'm sure they're saying the same thing about us. I know their offensive line has struggled. You got two incredible running backs, and neither one of them are even close to 1,000 yards rushing. So, I mean, my thing with it, y'all, for real, and I know we're going to talk all about who Ohio State truly is here next week, and it's going to be hard all day today to not talk about it. But I'm just telling you, I genuinely know, I know this for certain. If we do what we do, we're going to be fine.
Well, and here's the thing, like, here's where I'm at with it. When you get into big games like this, I mean, you've seen it all day yesterday. Like, if you want me to be honest, I really didn't think Penn State was going to be in it as much as they were. And I really didn't think SMU, honestly, was going to be in it as much as they were. But, dude, when you have a big game, like a conference championship, like this playoff game, dude, like, they're all going to be close. You know what I mean? Like, we're not going to go into Ohio Stadium and beat them by 20, 30, 14. It's going to be a one possession game in my eyes.
Tennessee's currently a 7-point dog. Do you think that line is like 7?
How much of that comes from home field? 3? How much?
At least
3.5.
Yep. Dylan says this: Michigan laid the foundation. We got to take advantage of it. OSU plays a ton of 4-2-5, but they go base 4-3 against 12 personnel. Run the rock and play action, and we'll be fine. I think this is just do what you did against Vanderbilt. Miles Kisselman was everywhere, catching footballs. I mean, scoring touchdowns, blocking. Like 12 personnel is where we've looked the best all year. When we come out and Stays and Kisselman are on the field together, That's the best we look offensively all year, every
That's our,
single time.
that's our bread and butter for sure.
And we say stop us. Georgia couldn't stop us. I don't care what anybody said. Georgia could not stop that. They could not stop it. Even in the second half, when we tried to get away for it because we had to start playing a little bit of catch up, they still couldn't stop it. Like they could not stop it. And so there's no bone in my body that thinks Ohio State's defense is better than Georgia's.
No.
I'm sorry.
And I mean, don't get me wrong, Ohio State's got the dudes. I mean, they got dudes on top of dudes on top of dudes. But I said this earlier. I can't remember the last time I was on, to be honest with you, but I said it maybe 2 months ago. I don't know. Maybe I think it's about a month ago I said it. I just don't think, like, no offense to the Big Ten, I'm not saying they're not good teams, but or like even ACC, I don't think those type of teams. It reminds me of us playing a team like Ohio State. Reminds me of when Josh Heupel first came to Tennessee in the SEC. The Big Ten, they're not used to our offense. You know, that's what I really think. That's one of the reasons why our offense is slowed down. Not because our offense ain't that good. I think our offense is great, but I think you like Georgia, like Bama, like whoever, like you start knowing what Tennessee's offense is going to be, and you can prepare for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you got to know Ohio State, where they don't have 2 years of preparation. It's like you got 2 weeks to figure it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you can watch as much film as you want, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
You can watch the film. I mean, NC State, it didn't work out too well, Like, we don't play Arkansas every year, but I just felt like we weren't ready to play against them. And so I find it hard to believe now that we're playing our best football. Ohio State really isn't. And goodness, man, I don't know, bro. The what ifs in this game, if Tennessee's floor was what we did against Vanderbilt, here in 2 weeks, man, it's gonna be a good old night up in Ohio, in Columbus, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, you locked in though. That boy said, I got my room, everything.
I don't know how I'm gonna get there. I'm not gonna get those. I mean, dude, that's 500 in the upper and 500 in the lower. I don't even know. It ain't gonna happen. But
hey, be blessed though. Be blessed.
We're gonna figure it out somehow.
Oh man, if you do go, you got to go eat at Paulie G's. It's a pizza shop in the short north. Delicious. It's cool up there. So interesting. It's if you look outside right now wherever you are, it just looks like that every day though. Pretty sucky. But there's a lot to do.
How many does Ohio Stadium hold? 60 something?
No, 80s. It's a good size. It's a good size. Yeah. It's the shoe. Did you see that? Good size.
Man, I'll tell you what. I mean, I'm here for it, but I mean, I'm not here for the resale value. But man, I was surprised at ticket prices.
They were cheap.
Dirt.
$160
for lower, 100 for upper.
Yeah, that's cheap. That's why low key now I'm like, dang, I wish we had a home game.
Yeah, because that's. I mean,
that's what it would have been.
You would have paid $100.
I would have paid $100 for my season seat, bro.
That's a dub and a half,
bro. Ohio Stadium is the 4th largest on-campus facility in the nation. It sits 102,780.
What is it?
102,780.
Ohio State?
Ohio State.
No.
Yes, sir.
Ohio Stadium?
102,780. I knew I had to fact check myself. I've seen it, and it's big. It's big. It's just built different.
That must be that upper deck gets up high, boy.
Yeah, it's built out, bro. It's built like this. It comes out. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sitting here looking at it. 102. Wow, so that'd be nuts.
It ain't gonna be loud though. Dylan says I paid more to go to Vandy than OSU cost. Yeah, to start, but I mean, you go look right now. Them jokers $500, buddy. Go look. You ain't paid $500 to go see Vanderbilt.
Pay $500 a ticket or $500 per? Or
I
500
don't
for
know.
both.
You know what? Let's pull up the bracket, man. Let's talk through it real quick. Let's see. Pull up this bracket. Here we go. All right, bro. Here we go. So the Clemson and Texas matchup, I feel like Texas has a cakewalk to the semis, sadly. I don't think that they're just going to handle Clemson, but I do think they'll beat the brakes off of them. Like when I say beat the brakes, I mean like 10 to 14 points. Arizona State is good, but they haven't seen anything like what they'll see once they get there. Tennessee by far has the toughest road to the chip by far out of everybody. SMU and Penn State, I think that's an interesting matchup. I think Penn State, if they play like they did against Oregon, I mean, they're going to be hard to beat. And then the Indiana and Notre Dame matchup, I don't even want to watch that game at all. There's no bone in my body that cares about that game. So, quarterfinal matchup, obviously, you get into the people who've had a bye with Arizona State, Oregon, Boise, and Georgia. I still think if as long as Penn State is the team Boise's playing, I feel like Boise could get dog walked by Penn State probably.
I'm not gonna lie, Penn State kind of impressed me last night.
They played great. They look good.
They did look good. I think, in my opinion, Georgia's got the easiest way.
Absolutely. But I'm glad that we ain't got to see them until the Natty. Yeah, see, that's what Dylan said. He literally said, I don't like that Georgia has a cakewalk to the Natty. Adrian says, I got Dabo versus Steve. Yeah, I don't know, man. Sark can coach. He just his Quinn Ewers the most overrated quarterback in the SEC?
I want to say, yeah, for real. I well, and it's hard to say because of his ankle. You know, how much does his ankle take into play? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
The kid ain't been playing good at all. I mean, at all. It's been crazy. Interesting to see this, though. Think about what happens if Tennessee gets a chance to play Oregon there. Tennessee beats Ohio State and they play Oregon. I love my chances, and here's why. Yes, that is, Turner, if I can remember correctly, your dream was a Rose Bowl game.
It is, bro. It is, but I don't know how I would get to Pasadena. You have to fly. I mean, LAX. It'd be nutty. It's on a Wednesday. It's on New Year's Day.
Yeah. And I love that because Oregon's defense is booty meat. It ain't good.
Mm-hmm.
They can score, buddy. They can move the football. They can run. They can pass. But, buddy, I like my chances on that defense because, I mean, goodness gracious, what a matchup that would be. And I don't know if Oregon has seen a nasty defense all year. I mean, yeah, they played Ohio State 1-1, but I'm talking about something that's top 5 in every category, right? Like, and nobody wants to see Oregon. I mean, I can't say nobody. People would, but I don't want to see an Oregon-Ohio State rematch. I want that Tennessee-Oregon. Give me that. We ain't played Oregon since, like, it's been years. Back in the 2010 decade.
Oregon's good, man. Oregon's got an offense for sure.
They can score. That defense trash, though. I'm serious.
So that's what I'm anxious. That's what I'm anxious to see about these games. To be real, like defensively, like we're cold defensively. Like, but Ohio State's they're gonna pass. They're gonna try to throw it all over you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That boy said we can load up a U-Haul box truck and fill it full of Tennessee fans and head to Pasadena by any means.
It's a long way.
That is a long way. That's about a 2 to 3 day trip in a U-Haul, bro. Definitely a day and a half in a car. Probably 30 hours.
I did actually look that up last night. Like the Rose Bowl is only like 15-20 minutes from LAX.
Mm.
But
Boy, by the time you get to the Rose Bowl and spend one night, you 1,000 in.
Yeah, because tickets are $200 a pop. Like you can go request them right now. You know, 200. Hey, that is good to know, though. I'm just going to be honest with you. Like I was looking at that. You know, we got an email through Tennessee Athletics.
Yeah.
If you want to, you can request tickets to the Natty.
Yeah.
Cheapest one is $4.95 a ticket.
Yeah, they got that.
That's
I ain't
wild.
going to that. Yeah.
That is wild.
$4.95. $4.95, boy. That's bread.
Man, I really don't. I'm here for the. I think they got it right. Like I mean, who's the? I mean, who you got sitting out?
Miami and Alabama.
Here's the thing: if Miami would have won their all of their games except those two, like convincingly, they might have a case. But like we said it all year, Miami held on to those games by a thread. A bunch
Most
of
them. Yeah, it was they all were fourth quarter games at some point. Even if they ended up winning by 2 touchdowns, it still went into the fourth.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't know, dude. They didn't have a ton of convincing wins, like you said, and then their losses were bad losses, man. Just bad losses. And obviously, yes, Syracuse was 8-3 at the time, but it was strength of schedule at that point. You know, you hadn't played a lot of ranked teams. It's hard to put a team in when your strength of schedule isn't what it is, and you're not playing in your conference championship.
Yeah.
That's the thing that hurt them the most. And now, you know, I'm tired of people saying conference championships don't matter. Obviously, they do. I mean, if you look at SMU, obviously a conference championship matters.
100% it matters.
So,
because I mean, I think if SMU is 10-2, they don't make it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I still think it's wild. There's 2 teams that I think is wild. I give it to
Indiana and Clemson.
Indiana.
Or Arizona State.
I'm gonna hop on this train, and I probably get some hate over this, but I don't think Notre Dame is fair. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it.
Yeah.
I think if Notre Dame's going to get in, they need to be in no higher than the 9 seed, in my opinion, because of conference championships. Like you can't not play in a conference championship. Like does that make sense? I think they need to go. They can't go higher. I don't think they should be able to get a home game. Is what I'm saying. Because
Sale said it best, bro. Last week on the show, he was like, if you're an independent like Notre Dame and you get in, you play no conference championship, you had the worst loss of the entire year, you had the worst loss of any team, right?
Mm-hmm.
You lost to Northern Illinois at home. He's like, if you're an independent and don't even have a conference championship to play, he's like, I feel like they should automatically get the 12 spot.
That's where I'm at with it, 100%.
Like they should not get a home game. They get the 12 spot, and that's just the spot that the independents get, regardless. Like you're in, but we're not going to reward you for not even having a conference championship to play in. Unpack this, Dylan. He says, Dylan said, I don't like the message it sends that Oregon went undefeated and won the conference and then has to play either us or OSU. Unpack that. What you mean? I'd love to understand what you mean there, bro.
I kind of get that. I feel like I kind of get what he's saying. Like you would feel like the 1 would go to. Honestly, I feel like the 1 would go to the 12 seed. Does that make sense?
Oh,
like,
you're saying like where they are.
Yeah. Like I feel like 1 should be where Arizona State is. 2 should be where SMU is. And 3 should be where Indiana is, and 4 should be where we are.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? Because the 1 seed should have the opportunity. They're the 1 seed for a reason. Okay,
right.
They should have the opportunity to play the 12th seed. which is the worst, if you get what I'm saying. So 2 has the chance to play 11, 3 has the chance to play 10, and 4 has the chance to play 9.
Why did they do it like that?
I don't understand.
That doesn't make any sense.
I don't understand it either because, I mean, it really don't make any sense at all. Like, there's no.
No. Now that y'all done pointed this out, I'm like, that doesn't make any sense at all. That is really interesting, actually.
That's just, I don't know if that's what Dylan meant. I was just saying, like, from my perspective.
That's what he said. He said they beat everybody on their schedule and then has to play more tough competition. I'd rather have Boise in that spot or someone that needs testing. Yeah, I agree.
I think it. Yeah, I agree. But I still think it should go with whatever. Like, one should have the opportunity to play 12. But again, I guess at the same time, you've got the 5 seed there. But it's like they favored the first round people instead of the buys. Does that make sense?
Yeah. This is a good question from SEC Football. He says, where would we be if we beat Arkansas? Well, by God, we would have been playing in the SEC championship, probably.
I think we're sitting at 5.
I mean, we'd be at the crib playing a home game somewhere. We'd be somewhere between 5 and 7 for sure.
We would be at 5 because Texas has 2 losses on the year, right? 3.
Both to the same team.
Yeah, no, 2. They got 2. Right?
2 losses, same
2
team.
2 losses to the same team. So that, like, we would beat Texas. We would have, if we would have beat Arkansas, we have 1 loss against Georgia. Make it to the SEC chip. If we play Georgia, which we probably would have, if we lost to them, we'd be where Texas is, and if we'd won, we'd be sitting in the 2 spot.
Dylan says this: if we were at 6, I'd be buying tickets to the Natty. I agree, bro. That's a cakewalk.
100. You know, everybody said everybody wanted the 5 seed, but me personally, I got made fun of at church for this morning, but I really don't want to play. I really wouldn't want to play Arizona State right now. I'm just gonna be real.
They hot, bro. They hot. Hot, daddy. And their coach is just full of testosterone. Like, dude doesn't think that they will ever lose again, dude. Their running back is a tank. They're not a bad team at all. And boy, did that dude absolutely clock that quarterback from Iowa State, Simmons. Oh my God. They didn't call targeting. They called him targeting. So he has to sit out the first half of their first game. That boy came on a head of steam.
Same thing for Texas.
Yeah, when they hit the Gunnar Stockton.
Actually, no, they took that back. That was not a targeting.
It was not targeting, yeah. SEC Football says SMU can make it to the semifinals. They could, but they got to beat Penn State first.
SMU's one of them teams, man. I was watching that game last night. If they can, when they get in a rhythm, I mean, they were down 21-7 and came back and scored with 13 seconds left or something like that. It was under 20. I don't know. I'll tell you one thing. If we have just tied the game and there's less than 20 seconds left, kick it out of bounds, or unless you know you can kick it out of the daggum end zone.
Yep. I get it. I get that, bro. Dylan says, I don't know. Penn State and Happy Valley ain't easy. Nah. And James Franklin already calling for a whiteout, bro. He already calling for a whiteout. So, bro, it's going to be wild here in a couple weeks. I think the prep leading up, I'm excited to see our guys get healthy. I mean, the fact that we had an extra week, 3 weeks to get healthy, that is what has me feeling really good. You know, the guys who have said they've hit in the portal aren't guys that played meaningful downs for us. Yeah, Jordan Matthews played on special teams. Jalen Smith played some good football for us in different times, but next man up mentality. Now these young guys that we've been waiting to see, they're going to get that clock. And so, you know, I mean, I'm excited, bro. I think this is going to be a great matchup, Tennessee and Ohio State.
I'm anxious to see what we do too.
Like how we play this game.
Because I think the Vandy game, in my opinion, I don't know where you play him, but Mike Matthews got to get some clock.
He's your best blocking receiver.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Dude's
why I
a
say
dog.
that. I say that because I know he's a good route runner and he can make plays, but man, his blocking,
Bro, he don't care to clock you, boy. He will clock you, boy. Let's see what this is. Dylan says, "What's the betting odds on Boo Carter planting the Tennessee flag at the O?" 130%. We be in there fighting because of Boo. It might be John Campbell though, Dylan. It might be John.
you never know with John Campbell.
Boy, John Campbell go fight Ryan Day for no reason. Like that's what John be doing.
Here's the thing about this game. Is this the game? Is this the game where Boo gets a 7 bomb or gets a 6-piece
from a punt?
Yeah.
I can't wait to see this game, dude. I'm thinking about scenarios in this game where I'm like, bro, this is for sure. And I will forecast for next Monday. This is for sure a D-line and perimeter game. Linebackers are not, who cares? It's all about up front and them corners. Is Jermon and Ricky going? I mean, dude, Jeremiah Smith, Carnell Tate, Emeka Ibuka, they got boys in the receiver room. But if that D line is getting to him and getting to Will Howard, making him think a lot, making him confused, and hitting those running backs.
How's Will Howard on the year?
He's thrown like 27 touchdowns. He's thrown like 8 picks. I think he's definitely over 2,500 yards passing. But again, go look at their schedule. Go look at who they've played. In big games, he's not played good. You can clearly go and see that. In bigger games, he has not played good.
It's went up to 7.5 now.
It's gonna keep doing that. I'm fine with that. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's see.
When's the last time we played Ohio State?
1996. 1996. I believe it was a bowl game as well then. So 96, bruh. Let's see. He says lockdown Henderson and Judkins. Get physical with the receivers. These Ohio State receivers never do well against physical corners. Yep. That's what we got to do. Get up in them early. If they get bodied early, they not going to want none.
Well, and I thought Judkins would be a lot bigger talk than he was this year. I'm not saying he can't have that game against us because he can.
Yeah, I think he's over 800.
He's at 805.
Yeah. I thought he was at 800. I think Henderson's at like 730. Ain't that right? Somewhere around there.
750 on almost 40 less carries.
Yeah. So you see, like, again though, who have they played? That's where, you know what I'm saying.
Will Howard's also got 7 tutties on the ground.
Yeah, he can move. I wonder if that 27 touchdowns I saw early was total. Blind Squirrel Sports says, I like the Vols' chances against the Buckeyes. What is a Buckeye? I know like a Buckeye brownie, like the peanut butter chocolate thing. But
a Buckeye is a actually, the same thing popped in my head. I'm thinking of Twisters, like chocolate and peanut butter.
Yeah, a Buckeye is boy, that boy sounded like he was finna be super educational real quick. Like
an Ohio Buckeye is a tree native to North America and the state tree of Ohio. It's a tree.
It's a tree. Jackie Hale says it's a nut.
It actually is.
Look, Dilla said apparently it's a nut. No Diddy. SEC football says Ohio State is 1-13 all time against the SEC.
Good stat.
That's a great stat, actually, and it's real though. Like, who was it? Was it Alabama? Did they beat Alabama in the first college football playoff? you know what I'm talking about? The
When
first
they-
rendition when they won the Natty.
I think you're right.
Yeah, it was, right? It was Alabama. Somebody fact check me, but I'm pretty sure it was either Alabama or Clemson.
2015 Bama, SEC football said.
Told you. 2015 Bama. I knew it. Justin Fields. Yep.
God, dude.
The stage is set, big dog. The stage is set. And I ain't got to worry about like waking up and having obligations on Sunday. You know I'm up.
Me either. I'm saying.
You know I'm up.
8 o'clock. I wonder how cold it's going to be there.
Here's the thing. It could be snowy a little bit. It's going to be cold. It's going to be 30s. They say right now forecast says 30. But the difference, here's the difference, Turn. It's so flat. It's like the wind doesn't get blocked by a mountain, like in Knoxville. Like when it's cold in Knox, you know what I'm saying? Like it's cold, but like it ain't, bro. You got nowhere to hide up there, big dog. It's just hitting you in the face. That's what I hated about it up there. It's cold. It's cold as crap. Adrian Wells says Ezekiel Elliott and Cardale Jones beat Alabama that year. That's true. Cardale Jones. I remember Big Jones. He was nice.
See,
he was nice. There you go. 42 during the day, 26 at 8 p.m.
Gold.
Hey, bro. That's give me that. I want some of that, bro. I want some of that. I didn't buy no cold wear for no reason. I got this beanie for a reason.
Y'all, Rut gonna be there.
Hey, listen, man. Hey, man. Listen. Hey, now real talk. I will tell you this. Had I not already booked a flight that I can't get refunded going home from Boston, Massachusetts with you.
Oh, it's non-refundable?
It's non-refundable, bro.
Oh, well, we are going. Yeah.
You know, that's 2 weeks after that. I can't be. Listen.
It is.
Like 2.5 weeks.
SEC football.
Grayson, what's up, Grayson? He says, what up, fam? Vols by 50. Anyone in the CFP? Man, these are the times, though, man. Like, records don't matter anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, record doesn't matter. What you done all year does not matter. Like, it is SEC football. I can't put that up, but that's hilarious. Ooh, that's funny. I can't put that up though. Dylan Elam, I'm already hyped. I'm gonna be tweaking at game time. Yeah, that might be a night where like I have a couple of like LITs or something. Like
he said it's so casual. So casual, bro.
Hey, bro. You know how
I'm gonna need something to calm my nerves.
What y'all don't understand is this is how, like, bro, when we're not on the show, like, I literally be saying, like, this is just how we are. Dylan says, Taishi. I'm gonna get an LIT. Oh, God, Taishi. With the Toolie. It's your boy with the Toolie.
Man.
Oh, man. Yeah, bro, I'm gonna need something, though. It's going CBD gummy. What y'all got out there? Something. It's gonna be wild, bro. It's gonna feel like the longest day in history. The best thing about that is like there's a ton of bowl games that day, not just like the playoff game. So you'll have a lot of football to watch. It's weird with the season being longer, how fast stuff is coming now with the playoff. Like if you go and look already, like it has bowl week. Like there's games next Saturday, Army Navy. And then the very next week on Tuesday, Memphis plays West Virginia in a bowl game in the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl.
Are all the bowls announced?
Yes. Yeah. So
I hadn't got a chance to look. I just walked in the door when I got on this.
Oh, I got you. So Saturday, December 14th, you've got South Alabama. Here, this is how we'll end the show. South Alabama versus Western Michigan. It's the Veterans Bowl. Then Tuesday, the 17th, you get Memphis and West Virginia in the Frisco Bowl. Wednesday, December 19th, Western Kentucky and James Madison in the Boca Raton Bowl. Cal and UNLV in the Art of Sport LA Bowl. Thursday, you get Georgia Southern and Sam Houston State in the New Orleans Bowl. Friday, December 20th, you get that first college football playoff game with Indiana and Notre Dame. You get Tulane and Florida.
Ooh. That'd be good.
That's a good game. Tulane and Florida in the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl. Ohio and Jacksonville State in the Staff DNA Cure Bowl. Then you get into Saturday, Tennessee and Ohio State, SMU and Penn State, Clemson and Texas. What a day.
Man,
What a day.
I'm looking at the December 27th. I think that
Hey, bro.
I think that Georgia Tech Vandy game will be good.
That will be a great game. And it's in the Birmingham Bowl. So, like, both of those teams, like, Birmingham is not far from Georgia Tech in Atlanta. Neither is Vandy. Like, I mean, literally B-Ham from here, 3 hours. So that should be a good little matchup. Tons of bowl games, guys. Coastal Carolina, UTSA, Northern Illinois, and Fresno, South Florida, and San Jose State. Shout out to Alex Golish, man, for getting South Florida into a bowl game right there. Pittsburgh and Toledo, Rutgers and Kansas State, Butch Jones, Arkansas State, and Bowling Green. Oklahoma and Navy. That's weird. Oklahoma's playing in a bowl game. God, they were terrible. Texas Tech and Arkansas in the Liberty Bowl in Memphis. Syracuse and Washington State, Texas A&M and USC. Okay.
How did Michigan pull that, or how did Bama pull that one? They went from college football playoff to play in Michigan.
Isn't it weird how two Big 12 teams are playing each other in a bowl game?
Yeah, that's really weird.
Colorado and BYU. I think that's weird. The
South
Iowa
Carolina.
State Miami game will be good. Pop-Tarts Bowl. Who did Bama get? Michigan?
Yeah.
They get a rematch. They did that on purpose.
At 12.
How many of those kids opt out of that game, dude?
A lot.
That's South Carolina, Illinois game, though. That's lit. That's lit.
Duke and Ole Miss in the Tax Slayer Bowl.
Ole Miss gonna win by 70. What are we talking about? Man, I forgot how many bowl games it is, bro. That's a lot of football.
A lot, bro. A lot.
Shoot. He said, I just found your channel today, Ruck. You look just like Hendon Hooker. Well, SEC football, I wish that I could get some Hendon Hooker dollars in my pocket. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Duke is a sleeper team. Yeah. What's the cat, the transfer? Malik Murphy. He was the guy that transferred from Texas and was a starter at Duke this year. He's good. Quarterback. He's good. He's been good. I don't know where Turn went, but yeah, he was good. So y'all, we'll be back, man. We'll be back later on this week, probably Wednesday. We'll go live again on Wednesday, and then the next week we're back on our regular schedule for game week. We'll be on Sunday. We'll be live on Monday night, and we'll have a Friday show the one more day next week. So y'all tune in, tap in. Thank you, SEC Football, for the love and support, my guy. Y'all know what to do, though, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and join. Hit the channel, man. Join the channel, $2. Hop in the Discord with us. Chop it up with us. We hang in there all day, every day. Guys like Dylan, guys like Adrian, all of these cats, man, are in the Discord with us, hanging with us all the time. So y'all hop in, join the show, join the family. Y'all know what it is, man. It's Straight Up Tennessee, baby. We'll be back live on Wednesday for your midweek chat. We'll see y'all live Wednesday night.